Hey everyone, this is Rajendran from Market Calls, and in this section we are going to discuss about the market profile analysis on Nifty futures. So before getting into the market profile analysis, let's start the day with the top-down approach. We'll usually take the monthly charts and we'll see the trend of long-term behavior. So long-term trend is clearly up, and it's one time framing higher, so it's continuously keep on making higher highs and higher lows continuously for 1 2 3 4 5 6 7th. We are in the 7th month. Nifty future is continuously making higher high, but so far it's an inside bar for this current July month. And let's get into the weekly time frame to understand what the intermediate time frame is doing. The intermediate time frame is so far in a balancing zone, right? It's in a balancing zone. Otherwise, previously they used to keep in an uptrend, and from July onwards, June and July onwards, they are rotating in a tight band of 9,700 on the higher side, and on the lower side it's 9,500 plus or minus, right? So they are moving in a very tight 200 and 250 point range, and nothing much is happening so far here on the weekly time frame. Let's narrow down to the daily time frame as well. On the daily time frame, we are facing an multiple price rejections are coming around 9,700 zone. So 9,700 zone, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 times we got an rejection in this band, in this 9,690 to 9,720 zone. So 9 times we got an rejection, and moreover the nearest reference there is a gap zone over here which still remains unfilled over here. So far the trend remains up, and on the daily as well, the charts are one time framing higher. 1 2 3 4 5 days we are one time framed, and still the higher highs are not broken, and moreover the Friday session was an inside bar, right? So volume was thin on Friday session as well as on the Wednesday session, right? It's very thin, and markets are showing a little bit of compressiveness in the last two trading session on the Thursday and Friday session. Let's narrow down to market profile, and we'll try to understand what are the key reference level we have, and how to approach the Monday trading session, right? And let's get into the Nifty future July charts, right? And let me clear all the reference level here. So okay, so we have an double mechanical reference over here. We have a double mechanical reference over here, and a prominent POC over here. So let me pull out those references. A double mechanical reference, and prominent POC, a prominent POC over here. I would say like prominent POC, and there is a poor high. We have a double poor high formation over here. So there was a poor high, on the top, and one more poor high on the top over here as well. So we have back-to-back poor high. We have a back-to-back poor high, a double mechanical reference, a prominent POC, right? And okay, and on the downside we have a double distribution pattern over here. So let me take the double distribution reference as a key reference here to measure the sentiment. And a gap reference. So we have a gap reference here, right? So we have a gap reference here, and we have one more prominent POC formation over here. So one more prominent POC formation over here. Right? Okay. So now on the Friday session, on the Friday trading session, so these are the references which we are carry forwarding for Monday trading session. And on Friday session, price opened lower, and then we started balancing around 9655, and finally price manages to close below that. Price close below that this rally high reference, sorry, the pullback low reference, and the price manages to stay below that reference. That says that the sentiment for that day ended negative. So value was clearly lower to overlapping. Value was lower to overlapping, and sentiment ended negative on Friday session. So I would mark that sentiment as negative. So trading sentiment on Friday turned negative, right? So I would say that this 9,700 price could act like a resistance level, some sort of a resistance level for some time, and on Monday session probably my first idea would be trying to my expectation would be to try to take out this references, try to go and test some prominent POCs, right, and then come and rotate back. So take out this prominent POC and then try to go little bit even lower and try to create a value area lower, thereby ending the one time framing. So the one time framing higher, which has keep on happening for the last 5 trading sessions, I would anticipate that one time framing to coming to an end by clearing this mechanical reference zones and prominent POC, right? And it could even trend lower as well. One of the reason why it has to trend down lower is probably the inventory over here is getting long to too long. The inventory here is getting long to too long, and now most of the short-term sellers are entering over here at these reference level, and they are trying to short this market. So the weaker hands are trying to take control. The short-term sellers are taking control in this market. So any price acceptance below 9662 could result in a test towards 9644 and the prominent POC reference 9635, and probably even lower, little lower as well, right? And this is the one interesting session which we will be looking around 9683, sorry, 9583. Any price acceptance below this 9583 could result in a test towards the close of the gap, and probably the test of the prominent POC 9485 as well, right? And apart from that, from the structure wise, so far the profile structure is clean, neat, no emotional buying is witnessed in this rally, but then the inventory is getting long to too long. That's what the poor highs which are coming in, it says that then the inventory is the multiple power highs which are coming in that are back to back on the tops, and price getting an value area lower indicates that the inventory could be probably uh, went from long to too long, and moreover the balancing on the weekly time frame says that the lack of long term sticky money commitments which is there, which makes the markets to rotate between a 200-point range. So I would expect this rotation to continue for some time. This rotation could be continuing for some time, and it keeps the player it just benefits only the player who are taking very short term bets. Probably markets are going to rotate in this fashion. That's what my from what we can understand from the key reference level is, right? So thank you everyone. Again, we'll meet up in one more interesting session. Thank you.